Alright guys, reading section 3. So before we explain everything here, just check all the answers again, okay? Number 1, what's that? 1C, 2, B, 3, A, 4. Guys, I want to hear the answers from the whole class. 4D, 5, B, 6, B, 7. Not given. 8. Yes. 9. Not given. 10. No. 11. F. 12. C. 13. E. 14. A. Alright, that's really good. So now let's go one by one. Number 1, Nhi, read the question. Yeah, what do you learn about Ellen Terry in the first paragraph? And the answer is C. She tried hard to look good on stage. Okay? So here they mention in the first paragraph. So we need to check the first paragraph, of course. What do you learn about? Okay, wait, give me a sec. Yeah, okay. Now tell me, where is that? Yes, paragraph 1, line number 5. Speak louder, please. Okay. So from here, topping the bill, playing Lady Macbeth, a main character in the play was Ellen Terry. She was the greatest and most adored English actress of the age, but she didn't achieve this devotion through her acting ability alone. She knew the power of presentation and carefully cultivated her image. Okay. Now tell me why, where, what? She tried hard to look good on stage. So what do you learn about Ellen Terry? Ellen Terry is the actress, yeah? And she tried hard to look good on stage. Now tell me exactly which one. Yes, yeah, she knew the power of presentation and carefully cultivated her image. That means that she tried hard to look good on stage. The first night was no exception. When she walked on stage for the famous banqueting scene, so her appearance threw a collective gasp from the audience. Yes, that's right. Okay. We will explain all of the words later, okay? All of the new vocabulary, we will explain everything later. Okay, now number 2, Quỳnh Hương. Yes, what is the writer's purpose in paragraph 2? So we just need to read paragraph 2, right? To understand the writer's purpose. And the answer is B. The purpose is what? To explain why the billowing dress had such a big impact. Okay? Okay, where is that? Yeah, line number 4 from the bottom. Yeah, where is that? Yeah.
The role later named the Halloween dress became one of the most iconic and celebrated costumes of the age.
Yeah. So the effect had been achieved using hundreds of wings from beetles. The gown later named the beetle, because here like the beetle, okay, beetle wing dress became one of the most iconic and celebrated costumes of the age. Okay, here they say the purpose in paragraph 2 is to explain why the beetle wing dress had such a big impact. Yeah. Actually, you need to read kind of almost like the whole paragraph, because here they explain how beautiful that thing is and how amazing it is. Okay, and at the end they say, well, that's why it became one of the most iconic and celebrated costumes of the age. So almost everything here in paragraph 2 is just used to describe the dress. Okay, how beautiful that is and how unique it is. Okay. All right. Okay, now number 3.
According to the writer, the main effect of the Wilson productions was to expose more people to Shakespeare's plays.
Yeah, according to the writer, the main effect of the Lyceum productions was to expose more people to Shakespeare's plays, right? Where? Where is that?
Paragraph 3, number 3 from the bottom.
Paragraph 3, line number 3 from the bottom, yeah?
The innovations sold tickets and brought new audiences to see masterpieces that they would never otherwise have seen.
Mm-hmm. The innovations sold tickets and brought new audiences to see masterpieces that they would never otherwise have seen. And the question is like the main effect of the Lyceum production was to expose more people to Shakespeare's plays. But if that is the answer, then I don't see anything related to Shakespeare's here. Because as you can see from the answer, they say it helps to expose more people to Shakespeare's plays, right? But here we just said that the innovation sold tickets and brought new audiences. Yes, that's right, brought new audiences. That means exposed more people, right? Yeah, that means brought new audiences to see masterpieces. But we still don't see anything related to Shakespeare's plays here. That means it's correct, but not enough. We need more. Where is that? Mm-hmm.
The productions she worked on were extravagant and daring. Shakespeare's plays were staged alongside plot and tender, melodramas, and their texts were ruthlessly cut.
Yes. Yeah, you need to read like a couple of sentences before that as well, right? The production she worked on were extravagant and daring. Shakespeare's plays were staged alongside blood and thunder, melodramas, and their texts were ruthlessly cut. Some people were critical, but they missed the point. Blah blah, something like that. Yeah, and also before that, you can see Lyceum. That is just the name of the theater, right? Terry was every bit as remarkable as her costumes. At 31, she became a leading lady at the Lyceum Theatre, and for 2 decades, she set about bringing culture to the masses. The productions, that means the Lyceum production here, they are talking about that, she worked on were extravagant and daring. Shakespeare's plays were staged alongside Blood and Thunder, Melodrama, blah, 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 something like that. And the innovation sold tickets and brought new audiences. That means they exposed Shakespeare's plays. Because first we see they are talking about some Shakespeare's plays here, right? And then they say the innovations, I mean the new performances, the new way of performance sold tickets and brought new audiences to see masterpieces. So it makes sense with expose more people to Shakespeare's plays. Okay, so that is the main effect of Lyceum Productions, of that theater. All right, now number 4.
In the fourth paragraph, what comparison does the writer make between certain portraits and the background dress? The painting looks new.
Yeah. In the 4th paragraph, what comparison does the writer make between Sargent's portrait and the billowing dress? And the answer is D. The painting looks newer. Here they say, what comparison does the writer make between this portrait and the billowing dress? So they just say the painting looks newer. Okay, it's just a little bit newer, that's all. So that's the comparison. Now tell me, where is that?
In line number 4 from the bottom, but while the painting remains almost as fresh as the day it was painted, the years have not been so kind to the dress. Its delicate structure combined with the muted effect of time has meant it is now in an extremely flammable condition.
So line number 4 from bottom, right? But why the painting remains almost as fresh as the day it was painted? The years have not been so kind to the dress. Oh, so that means that the dress might be older and the painting is a little bit newer, right? Because here they say, but why the painting remains almost as fresh as the day it was painted? The years have not been so kind to the dress. That means that the dress is not the same as the original form anymore. Maybe now it becomes kind of much older than it used to be. Okay, so it's delicate structure combined with the blah blah blah. It's delicate structure combined with the cumulative effects of time has meant it is now in an extremely fractal condition. Yeah, that's 2 years ago. French blah blah blah. Okay, well, okay. But the most important sentence here is that but why the painting remains almost as fresh as the day it was painted. But that's not enough because here they just say the painting, and here they mention about the dress. But we don't know for sure whether that painting is the Sargent portrait or not. Right? You cannot just jump in and you say, oh, I see the word painting here, so that means that is what we're looking for. No, we're not so sure about that because maybe they are talking about another painting. Do you understand? So that's not enough. That's correct, but not enough. Unless I can see something like the Sargent portrait and billowing dress.
Joe Singer's Sargent had been so struck by Terry's appearance at that first performance that he asked her to model for him and his famous portraits of 1889 now at the Gallery in London, saw her with a glint in her eyes, holding a crown over her flame red hair.
Yes, so at least you have to read from the beginning, right? However, it was the painter who immortalized her. John Singer Sargent had been so struck by Terry's appearance at that first performance that he asked her to model for him and his famous portrait. So what is that? What is that portrait about? What is that portrait about? That's about Terry, of course. Okay? Yeah, he asked her to model for him. That means Terry just sit there or stand there with the dress, and then Sergeant will paint her. Okay? Something like that. So his famous portrait, that is the portrait about Terry wearing her dress. Now at the Tate Gallery in London, show her with a glint in her eye, holding a crown over her flame red hair. But while the painting remains almost as fresh as the day it was painted, the years have not been so kind to the dress. Yes, now it is complete. So now we understand. Okay, so the painting looks newer. That means the painting, that is the portrait, looks newer than the dress. That's all. Number 5.
Andy says the East Living project is particularly special because people know who were the
Yeah, Zanzi says the Billowing project is particularly special because people know who wore the dress. Yeah, the Billowing project is particularly special because people know who wore the dress. Where is that?
Paragraph number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Working on costumes like the Fitzgerald dress give you a real sense of people who wore them. You can see the Swiss stamp and wear marks, but it's quite unusual to know who actually wore a garment. That's the thing makes the Fitzgerald project so special.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. But again, you missed something. You started from working on costumes something, right? But you forgot about the name of the guy. Because without that one, we cannot make any conclusion. Okay, that is about Zanzi, right? Right? You cannot just jump in and you say, oh, I see some words here, and then it's just match. These sentences matches with the answers here, so I think that is the answer. Yes, you are not wrong, but that means that now you only know the answer after I fix everything for you, not before that. Do you understand? Before that, if you want to figure out the answer yourself, you must be able to read and you understand, and you look at all of the information there, like Zanzi and SAS and all of the things here, and then you can make the right choice. Otherwise, if you just jump in without the word Zanzi, then how can you know that is the answer? Because that might be the answer. That might be the idea from someone else, right? So you need to start from the beginning. It turned to textile, blah blah blah, and then you see the name of the guy there, right? Zanzi loves historical dress because of the blah blah. In the past, working on costumes like the billowing dress gives you a real sense of the people who wore them. Yeah. Oh, you see something here, and then you can see the sweat stains and wear marks. But it's quite unusual to know who actually wore a garment. Yes, here it is. That's the thing that makes the Billowing project so special. Yes, when you read everything, you know, oh, okay, Zanzi says this, not anyone else. Because if from the bottom, if someone else, like not Zanzi, but like BZ or something, that person says this one, then it doesn't make any sense. You understand? All right, next one, number 6.
The following is the most suitable title for the passage. Be a challenging task.
Yeah. Which of the following is the most suitable title for the passage? be a challenging task. Yeah, okay. The answer is be a challenging task. That is the best title for the whole passage. Why do you think so? Where? Mm.
It's going to be extraordinarily difficult because the original crop is quite stretchy, so we have deliberately chosen it because that has a certain amount of flexibility in it to say when the dress is displayed, none of our work will be noticeable, but we will retain only evidence on the research so that future customers will be able to see exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I will produce a detailed report. Okay, so
Yes. Which of the following is the most suitable title for the passage? And that is a challenging task. And you can see they mention here from the whole paragraph. The first stages in the actual restoration will involve blah blah a lot of things, and then you see it's going to be extraordinarily difficult because the original cloth is quite stretchy. So we deliberately chosen net because that has a certain amount of flexibility in it too, says Zanzi. And when the dress is displayed, none of our work will be noticeable, but will retain all the evidence of the reverse so that future experts will be able to see exactly what we've done, and I produce a detailed report, something like that. So it's a very challenging task, it's a very difficult task, right? It's going to be extraordinarily difficult, blah blah, something like that. Yeah. But of course, that is not all, because when you read this, you see, the task, okay, it's very hard to make it. But if you read more, the paragraph before that, you see that they have a plan to reserve or to protect or to renew the dress, something like that. Okay. And then next to that, you see the paragraph after that, you see Zanzi has estimated that the project costing about £30,000 will require more than 700 hours work. It will be a huge undertaking, and I don't think the trust has ever spent quite as much on the costume before, she says. So all of the things, these paragraphs, you see they are talking about how to protect or how to reserve or how to renew the dress. Okay, so based on many paragraphs like that, we can say, okay, we can choose this, a challenging task, as the most suitable title for the passage, not just based on one sentence, you understand? Because if you just use one sentence, then you say, oh, that should be the best thing for the whole paragraph or for the whole passage. It doesn't make any sense. Do you understand? So when you come up with the title or the name of the passage or the title of the passage, it must cover the main idea of the whole passage, not just one little detail. You understand? Yeah? Tức là nghĩ ra cái tên cho cái passage thì cái tên nó phải bao gồm cái nội dung chính. Nội dung chính là đang nói đến một cái changing task, là bảo tồn, làm mới cái váy, right? Ok? Chứ nếu mà đọc có 2-3 câu nói về cái đó, còn những câu khác không hề đề cập tới, là không phải là một cái title. You understand? So that's number 6. Now let's move on to number 7. Wait, before we move on to number 7, let's read the exam advice together. Hương, you can read that. Multiple choice. Look at multiple choice, right? Read that. Yes, this one is very important. Find the option which expresses the same idea. Don't just match words. Match words, that means that you just look for the same words and you put it there. No, you have to search for the option which expresses the same idea. That means when you read the passage, you see some ideas or some information there, and that it has the same idea as the option A, B, C, or D, and then you will choose that one. You don't just match words. That means you don't just look at the same words from the passage and you match them with the answers, and then you say, oh, this is the correct answers. No, that's not the way. Okay, next one.
If you have a question on the title of the passage, read the subheading again and see each paragraph again to check the overall theme.
Yes, again here you see this very good point. If you have a question on the title of the passage, like the last one, number 6, you see? Question number 6, if you have a question on the title of the passage, what you have to do, read the subheading again, then skim each paragraph quickly to check the overall theme. So you need to have the overall theme, you understand? Not just 1 or 2 sentences. But if you have to depend on 1 or 2 sentences, the one you need to depend on should be the subheading. What is the subheading? Home, tell me. Huy, tell me. Me. Yes, that's right, that's right. Yes, that is the subheading. Okay. An astonishingly intricate project is being undertaken to restore a legendary theatrical dress. Angela Winter explains. Yeah, you see that? Yes, câu đầu tiên in đậm đó bạn. Alright, questions 7 to 10. Yes, no, not given. Alright, Huy, number 7. Tell me. Read that.
The National Trust conducted useful research to assist in the plan for the trust.
Yeah, the National Trust conducted useful research to assist Gen Z's plans for the trust. Not given, right? Okay, where is that?
In paragraph 6,
Yeah,
line number 3 on the bottom.
yeah.
Then Gen Z and the National Trust will decide how far back to take the reconstruction. As some members feel that even the most recent change are now part of the history of the trust.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Line number 3, paragraph 6, line number 3 from bottom. Then Gen Z and the National Trust will decide how far back to take the reconstruction, as some members feel that even the most recent changes are now part of the history of the trust. Yeah. So they just say that Gen Z and the National Trust will decide how far back to take the reconstruction, but it didn't mention anything like the National Trust will already conducted useful research to assist Gen Z plans for the trust. Okay? So that means it's not given. Okay, Nhi, number 8.
There will be some discussion over the changes that sensitive should make to the work. Yes.
There will be some discussion over the changes that Gen Z's team should make to the dress. Yes. Okay, where's that?
Paragraph 6,
Yeah.
line 1.
Yeah.
Before any conservation work can begin, CFT will conduct
thorough.
investigation to help determine what change has been made to the dress and when.
The first sentence, yeah, there will be some discussion over the changes that Gen Z team should make to the dress. Some discussion over the changes. Yeah, before any of Gen Z's conservation work can begin, that is his plan or her plan begin, she and her team will conduct a thorough investigation to help determine what changes have been made to the dress and when. Yeah, makes more sense. Yeah, guys, do we have anywhere else do they mention about the National Trust? Because the one we read that is just after this one, right? So we should have some other information from the National Trust before that. I mean, for number 7, because now when we read number 8, we see the answers right there. So normally the answers for number 7 should be before that. So that means that, yeah, if we only read the National Trust in paragraph 6, like we just read, the Gen Z and the National Trust will decide how far back, blah, blah, we didn't see any information which connects with number 7, right? So that means not given. But if we can find some other some other paragraphs which mention something related to National Trust and it changes the opinion here, then maybe it is not given. Maybe it's a yes or a no, or it is not a not given answers anymore. But if you read that and then you still don't see any connection between those paragraphs or those sentences with the answers in number 7, so that means it's still not given. Do you understand what I mean? Again, one more time, I explain it again, because for number 7, the answer is not given, right? And according to Hui, he said that the answer for this one is in line number 3 from the bottom of paragraph 6. And when we read, then Gen Z and the National Trust will decide how far back, blah, 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 until the end. Yes, we can agree with him because there's no information related to whether the National Trust conducted useful research to assist Gen Z plans for the dress, right? So we can say that's not given. But if we read somewhere else before that or after that, we still see some answers related to that one. So maybe the answer is wrong. You understand what I mean? Why is that? Because when we check the answers for number 8, so that is at the beginning of the paragraph. But normally the answers will go in the right order. Do you know that? So that means the answers for number 8 cannot go after number 7. Có nghĩa là trong IELTS câu trả lời nó sẽ đi theo thứ tự các bạn. Cho nên bạn tìm thấy cái đáp án cho câu 8 là ở đầu đoạn văn, đúng không? Thì đáp án câu 7 không thể nào làm cuối đoạn văn được. Cho nên thầy đoán là chắc chắn sẽ có những cái phần khác nói về National Trust, không phải chỉ trong cái paragraph đó không. Cho nên câu trả lời của bạn Huy hồi nãy không đủ. Do you understand? Có nghĩa là trước cái đoạn văn đó sẽ còn một số đoạn nói về wait. Yeah, chị. Give me a sec, guys. Take a break. Yeah, give me a sec, guys. I have a guest. Okay. Go on. Just relax. guys, sorry, that's it for today. Yeah, goodbye, see you. Yeah, goodbye.